Hey, good morning everybody. Irish Prepper 2A here, and I wanted to do this video in response to, some of the videos that have been trending for quite some time. And I'm sure many of you have probably already seen them. It's the, First Amendment auditors and frauditors and, anything else that they can label their channel as. So my esteemed colleague here and I were having a discussion this morning about this, and we just wanted to talk about this for a few minutes and bring some things to everyone's attention. Now, in a lot of these videos, people are going out and they are basically provoking and trying to solicit a response. And then when enough people complain, the police will show up, and then they want to play pocket constitutionalist. Oh, you're infringing on my First Amendment right. You're infringing on my Fourth Amendment right. What's your name and badge number? Get me a supervisor out here. However, when confronted, these same people are also the first ones to say, oh, I'm going to call the police on you. You violated, you violated me, that's assault. That's things, of that nature. And, all they're doing is just, playing grab ass with the police, trying to gain views, gain likes, and, establish some type of channel. And, it's garbage content, essentially is what it is. It's garbage. And I know, I'll probably get, a rain of fire down on me for doing this video. But, I work alongside of law enforcement. I'm not law enforcement, but I do work with them from time to time. And the people that I know are all stand-up individuals that I'm proud to call friends. I have friends from grade school that are police officers, and I respect the job that they do. They work very hard, and they're, underappreciated for what they have to go through because of people creating content like I mentioned. Okay? So, when somebody has gone out and done something enough to solicit that response, you've disturbed, you've caused enough, ruckus, whatever you're doing, to get the police to show up. And I say, thank goodness they even did, because if you haven't noticed, the police departments are understaffed, they're being defunded. Nobody wants to even do it anymore. And, there's just not, in my opinion, there's not enough, of, policemen on the road to, protect society. Society is just gone, AWOL. I mean, they people are just doing whatever they want. And there's people out there that would say, oh, we don't need the police, the police are useless. Especially as preppers, we could say, I'm ready to take care of my own. I can handle myself. Well, if you're going to go down that road, then you better know what is legal, and that applies to you and wherever you may live. Does your state have a castle doctrine that you can protect your home and property in case of a home invasion? Or if you're out and about, is your state a duty to retreat state, where if somebody's literally attacking you, you have to run until you have no other option, and you better be able to prove that in court. So you better have a darn good lawyer on retainer to do that. Okay, so going back to the responsibilities and the legalities of when a police officer shows up. There was a case in Ohio, Terry versus Ohio, that if the police believe that a crime has been or is about to be committed, they have a right to temporarily detain you, and up to and including a frisk. It's called a Terry stop. Okay, there's also another one, Kentucky versus King, that if the police believe there's exigent circumstances not created by them, that they have the right to do a warrantless search. So right away that these people are saying, oh, like I said, what's your name and badge number? Get me a supervisor here. What reasonable suspicion do you have? What articulable reason do you have for stopping me? They turn this into a 15 or 20-minute ordeal. You could have been done with it in 2 minutes. In 2 minutes. Yeah. I don't know why you're pulling me over, but, this is my ID. Oh, well, you had a brake light out. Or, somebody said, somebody was concerned you were, swerving. You walked past this area, so many times, which, people might say that, so what? There's a lot of cities with no loitering ordinances in place. So, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, it's, if the police respond to something, again, be thankful that they even showed up. There's not enough of them. There's not enough patrolmen. There's not enough funding. And, not all cops are bad. Yeah, there's bad people in every profession. There's bad doctors. There's bad home improvement. There's bad carpenters. There's, shady mechanics. People steal from their workplaces. There's bad employees everywhere. But, I want to believe that, there's still a lot of good out there. And if we don't start acting respectfully, you're not going to have any of it. So, guys, if you would find yourself in that position where, you get, stopped by the policeman, there's a reason. Okay? I myself, I've never been harassed by a police officer. Yeah, maybe when I was 15 and, in my mid-teens, and we were all hanging out in Pittsburgh, and, we would congregate on the corner. The police would come up and say, hey, you guys need to disperse. And as an adult now, I can see why. You get 15, 20 kids all on one corner, even in that time, people might have been like, oh, I don't necessarily know if I want to walk past all these, people. What are they up to? Looking back on it now, I can't say I blame them. Okay? So, other than that, for the rest of my life, I've never been bothered by, police officer, unless there was, something that they were, pulling me over for, your brake light's out, your license plate light is out. I've had that happen to me, and I cooperated. I don't make a big ordeal. I can hear you just fine. I'm going to whine if you have nothing to hide, then just cooperate. And I think that's, what I'm getting at here with the, subject of this video. So, with that being said, guys, treat those boys and girls in blue right. They have a thankless job, and, it's part of, they're the ones standing between us and total anarchy right now. All right, guys. So, Irish Pepper 2A, I'm going to sign off. I hope you all have a blessed day. Take care.